Hello, everyone, and welcome to a game that I'm sure everyone's heard of before, but let me address something first. Some of you, to the 12 people that, follow me and watch any of my videos, you may have noticed I changed my name. There's a good reason for this. The reason is I didn't like the other one. I didn't relate to it very much, and I just kind of picked it on a whim, and this one is a lot more personal to me, and it's a little bit more less serious, and I just like it better. So this is me rebranding. You're gonna see some new graphic stuff on here and on Twitch and possibly on my Instagram, but all in good time. I'm poor, so I can only do so much. Anyway, on to the game. This is the Stanley Parable. I have never played this before. I only know very teeny tiny things about it. This is the deluxe edition because I originally bought the first one, but then I realized the graphics sucked, and so I got a refund and I got this one instead. We'll go a little bit lighter. I got some coffee. Oh God. All right, it is 8:40. No, come on. All right, I guess I gotta go up. It is 8:47 p.m. currently. I don't know why that matters. I don't know how long this game is either, so we might have to split it into two parts. Never is the end is never the end is never the end is loading.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Pause. This is super loud. I'm gonna lower it just a little bit on the...
This is the story of a man named Stanley. This is the story of a man named...
All right. This is good. This is good.
Employee number 427's
This is better.
job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on the desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
Still not good. Don't worry, I'm paying attention. It's like some things are really...
This is what employee 427
Sorry,
did
we're good.
every day, every
We're fine.
month,
Everyone calm down.
every year. And although
I type with
others
one
might have
finger.
considered it
That's how accurate I am.
soul-wrenching, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
427.
Though he had been made exactly for this job.
My whole world is a
Stanley
tiny little
was
cubicle.
happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
What could it be?
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at
Nobody's
the company
around.
had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked,
Maybe we jumped into a
frozen
new
solid,
world.
Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But
This
as he
isn't
came
like a
to
horror
his wits
game, is
and
it?
regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
The narrator has a lovely voice. Bummer. I thought that. Oh, jeez. Wait, I can use right click to move forward. My left click
Stanley
sounds like...
simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision?
All
What if
right.
a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever.
Just look at
I
the
will be
peaceful mountains.
happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by?
Can I
He no
leave?
longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive.
Would they though?
Soon,
How do
very
I
soon
get out of
now,
here?
This will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer.
I'm going to kill you.
Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
This better not be a scary game. This better not have nothing scary in it. Y'all better watch out. This reminds me of, kind of reminds me of a weird mix
All
between,
of his
like,
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Portal
Stanley
and, like,
decided to go to the meeting room.
Counter-Strike
Perhaps
source.
he had simply
As
missed
far
a
as
memo.
how it looks.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
It's awfully bright out. Was there a nuclear explosion? Hey, this guy's computer's... Well, it's off now. Awaiting input. Input received. I did that. Is it loading? Is it... Okay. Thought that was Jello for a second. I hate this. Why is it creepy?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
But what if I don't want to? What if I want to go on the door on the right?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
That's exactly what I wanted to do. That's where I was going. Here I am, guys.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just
Can I
to
get
spend a
soda?
few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Drink my coffee is what I'm gonna do. What does that cup say?
Yes.
Fuel.
Really, really worth it being here in the room.
Shut up.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Narrator does not seem to like me very much.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years
Whoa.
ago.
Wow, it looks so pretty. Well, it's my job. Ooh, I can't. Wait, can I not go back? Oh, wow. Do not lie. If you were lying right now, stop. I'm not lying. I haven't done anything. All I'm doing is been walking around. So it closes doors after me. Hey, the truck's on. Somebody's here. Hello? No. Will this kill me?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that
Do you
the
work with
story has
GLaDOS?
been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
For is it me, myself?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
Can I jump?
Now,
Nope.
I'm not asking for me. I'm asking, this is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
I don't.
She's been waiting.
That doesn't sound super comforting. That sounds kind of creepy. See, that does not look safe to me. But it would appear that I have no other choice but to go into the dark.
That's her, Stanley. You
I don't
need to
want
be the
to.
one to do this.
Can I leave?
To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up
Can I
the
unplug it?
phone. Oh, no, you
I
can't.
can't. I unplugged
Did you
it.
just unplug the phone? Well, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that?
I'm
You
smart.
actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to
my
one
wife.
another. Music
Can I plug
comes
it back
in,
in?
fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None
super
of these
smart.
decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't
Everything means
understand.
everything.
How on earth are
Apparently.
you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second.
Am I not
Did
supposed
I
to be
just see-
sentient?
No, that's not possible. I can't
How is that
believe
moving?
it.
I don't like that.
How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices.
Is Stanley supposed to be a
I've
robot?
been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world
I've only been here
decision-making.
for 5
Or did you not
minutes.
grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so
Don't.
we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real
I'm
world.
safe.
Please observe this helpful
I don't
instructional
want
video.
to watch your stupid video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also
Sun.
be the most dangerous. For example, in
So
this
bright.
scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better
need
for
better
all
lighting.
people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic.
I'm gonna have to pause you for a second there. I just want to test. I want to look at something really, really quick on my OBS. Oh, we good. We good. I thought I had some filters on my mic that I didn't want. Okay, guys, back to the show.
If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse
Their
why you
thought?
cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack." Excellent. Making choices on a
Was I supposed
regular
to do something?
basis is the
What's
best part
that?
to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8
I would
choices
never do
per
that.
day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world,
Are
just
you like
remember
14 smoking a
that
pipe?
in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
You don't know
welcome
me.
back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going
Stop.
to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been.
Seems
This
like
way, please.
everything's telling me to leave. Actually, all of the signs on the wall are telling me to not be here. Am I just backtracking? Or do I...
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying.
Can I...
Imagine
Oh.
the main character
Oh, they shut it
dying
off.
senselessly
Hey.
halfway through the story.
I didn't-
That story would make no sense at all.
I didn't try to kill
We
myself
just
the
need
first
to get
time.
you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Or you're the whatever control center from Control, where you contain all of the beings and objects and strange things. No? Okay. What's the time? It's exactly the same as it was earlier. Woo! I think. Shut. Shut.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending. The story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
I don't want to. Can I go somewhere else?
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would.
I'm not
That
Stanley.
means choosing responsibly and always putting
Oh.
the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
And we're back.
he entered the door on his left.
Fine. I'll play by your game. For now. Until I find another tips for not getting fired. I could use that. Do not alter without...
There was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
What? This is good graphics. Like it just... Hello? Oh, it's automatically going, the slides. It's a lot of numbers on that. I have no idea what that means. Graphs about things and money. What is hot? Profits, 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 profits! Strive, yeah, whatever. What? Where's the thing? Number of slides on the slide. Oh, I have no shadow. I'm not a real person. Rate at which charts are on the same slide depict this. Rate of increase in graphs per slide. Stop. You're going. Please no more charts. I'm begging you. Stop, 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 stop. The boss appreciation minute on your boss appreciation. I don't like that noise. Fill out the trip return to the boss's appreciation. I don't like that that's going by itself. Makes me a little nervous. Hello?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Staircases are never safe. Oh my. What did I just walk? What? This is his office? Can I mess up his stuff? I like that my left clicks sound like keyboard. This is creepy.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
What the fuck?
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered
You
in
see that
disbelief
picture?
who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it.
Can we just...
Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode.
I'm gonna need you to
He
stop.
had seen it on his boss's
We gotta
computer
talk about
just
this
last
painting.
week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it
I need
still
you to
work?
shut up
There
for a
was only
second.
one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak
I'm gonna
up,
kill
but
you.
now
I'm gonna find
he
you,
would draw
narrator.
from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Dan, we're back. Can we address this panda picture of somebody holding a gun to a poor little sad panda?
Stanley spoke
Shut
the
up.
code. Night Shark
Aw.
115.
Poor little panda.
He spoke it into the
Poor little
receiver
panda.
right there
What?
on the wall.
Why is this at a weird angle? Oh, it was behind the thing. Gotcha, gotcha.
I'm
I
sorry,
want
is
to.
there
I
a
want to make.
problem?
Yeah, I want to make you
You
really
didn't
mad.
mishear me, did you?
No, I heard you.
Please
Why is?
speak the code into the receiver.
gonna kill you.
Otherwise, we can't get on with the story.
Do I
This
actually
is
have
a
to say it?
crucial step.
I can't remember what it was.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of
And the most
respect
expensive
Stanley
one.
shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here?
You're telling
You had
me
a
to
choice,
come
you know.
here.
You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever
I
the hell
did.
you wanted over there.
I'm gonna need you to
Why
calm
did
down.
You come this way. Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You
Hello.
behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
This is breaking my brain. Does he want me to go to the right? He got mad at me last time.
No! Why did you do that?
Oh.
Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Too late for what? No, I want to go this way. No. What is happening? Oh, weird. This better not get scary. But okay. I mean, I went that way and there was nothing there. Yeah. Oh.
It's
Okay.
ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now
Get
incorrect?
Chris out of the
How can I go
broom
back to
closet.
that? I can't erase
Chris!
that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever.
Chris!
Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't
Chris!
live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy
Yeah,
all
I
my
gotta go
work?
save Chris.
No.
Oh, it's all dicked up in here
What's
now.
the answer? What do I do? What do I do?
Oh.
What do I... No,
You gotta go save
I
Chris.
have to shut the game down.
No.
I have to.
Oh.
I have to. Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you.
This is
You,
scary. I don't like it.
Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed.
You did this.
It was
Not
the only
me.
thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like
What
Stanley?
happened to Stanley?
He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you,
Yelling
had
at
it?
me.
That there's a world outside of you. You're a child.
I'm not. I'm an adult.
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Am I watching Stan?
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening?
That's not
to
the
me?
end. No fucking
Can you
way.
hear me? Is everything all right?
Yeah, right.
Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work.
This
together.
isn't the end. I
I'll
know
accept
it's
whatever
not.
you
It
do.
can't
I
be.
simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something.
He's gonna like kill himself or something.
Anything.
Is that what happened to
This is
Stanley?
more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me?
He's
Are
so
you
much
there?
nicer to Stanley
Are you
than me.
listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait.
He sounds so sad.
You need time to decide.
Sorry, Leroy. Who's
Make sure
Leroy?
your choice is
Chris
right
is still in the
for you.
closet.
That's all right. I'll wait
Am I
for you
him?
to decide
Am I the
what's
narrator?
the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Stanley? What?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Now this computer's off. I gotta save Chris. He's in the broom closet. And the doors aren't closing.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
You up
he
there?
entered the door
Hey.
on his left.
Part of me wants to go right, but I want to see what happens if I do what he says. But this is...
Yet there was not a single
Brands.
person here either.
What?
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Why is that all blurred out? Wait, what number am I? Jim. Jim's just Jim. Get Chris out of the room closet. Dude! Push for finding R&D of new coffee machine. The future was yesterday, tomorrow is now. Alright, it's just gonna repeat itself. Broom closet. Chris!
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Where's Chris? Oh, that's a bummer. I thought I'd save Chris.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
This looks scary. Oh my god, I want to read it. Oh, it's so small. I can't read it. We're gonna defy him again. Oh, this is scary.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All
This
because
isn't gonna be a
he
puzzle, is
believed
it?
everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment
Wait a minute.
for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this,
One,
he
two,
began to make other
B4.
strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Because I'm a character in
And
a
for that
game.
matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll
Don't
have
like
to go
that
back
area.
to my
It's
boring
creepy.
real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh no!
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
What's
Now
the...
the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now,
Is this
hearing
ever
the
gonna
voice
end?
details
Oh my
was
god.
quite a shock
The
to
music's
Stanley.
picking up.
After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did
But
the
it-
voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
Let me throw
So
something.
he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
We'll just wake up
I'm
back
through
at the
with this
doors, aren't we?
dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want.
I just want to press
I
my
want
buttons.
my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
Do you though, Stanley?
My
Are you sure you don't
life
want to
is
break out of the
normal.
norm?
I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Everything will be fine.
I am okay.
I'm exactly where I was. Oh, it sucks to suck,
began
Stanley.
screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real.
If
I
something
must be
chases
real.
me,
I
I'm
must
gonna be
Can anyone
real
hear my voice?
pissed.
Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Excuse me?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
What the fuck
But
is
on this
happening?
particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the
Stanley?
sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was.
Call
to
the
be
ambulance,
normal.
you freak!
I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
Mariella is
But then she
batshit
remembered the
crazy.
meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring.
You gonna
down
call
the
someone?
building. And then she turned and ran.
What a bitch! Mariella! She just left me! What? What is the object of this game? What is my goal? What the fuck? I'm 427. I always forget what number I am.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Oh, it's
What
on
could
again.
It mean? Stanley
Oh, but it
decided
just
to
turned
go to
off.
the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't
coffee
find
cup
a
is also
trace of his
different.
co-workers.
What? Wonder if I can save Chris this time. I should have read that. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, dokie. Here we go again. Back into the void. Okie dokie. Or if
Yet
anything
there
in
was
here
not
is
a
different.
single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to
No.
his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
No, it's looks all the same. Chris?
Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Trying to find Chris. Which apparently is nowhere. Fine.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
This creepy panda murdering office. Ooh, what's this? Executive. bathroom. Maybe he's in... I get the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. So that's a lovely purse. What? Extreme bathrooms. What the fuck was that all about? Okay, mess your stuff up. This game's really interesting because, I mean, for obvious reasons, but also it's like kind of spooky sometimes. And I don't really know why. Oh, there's a poor panda again. Oh. Should I go? I don't know. Elevators can be kind of scary. Let's go up. Up is always better than down. The music's saying my name. And we're back in the same place. Yeah, I don't know if you guys could hear that, but this is different.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication
This is different.
of
It's
any
all
human
different.
life.
These are huge
Shocked,
windows.
Unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark
You,
secret
probably.
was being held from him? What he could not have known
Hey,
was
take
that
your
the
bag.
keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
Oh, I thought I was going to get it for a second.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2845.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He
Ooh.
stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Sure, this looks real safe. So safe. I wish I was here all the time. This wasn't supposed to be a spooky game, okay? Excuse me? I guess I'm going down. Whee! Oh, never mind. I thought it was a big hole. I thought I was just gonna jump down. I don't want to go down. Down's spooky. You want to stay up.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
It's not a horror game. It's not a horror game.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large
Not a
door
horror
that read
game.
Mind Control Facility.
Okay, see, I'm at an impasse. This looks cool. This sounds intriguing. I'd like to know more. This tells me I can leave, but that hallway looks pretty scary. I don't know. We'll do that next time. We'll go straight into the mind control. I want to see what this is all about here. I want to have my mind control.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Oh boy.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
About to find out.
Did he have the strength to find out?
Boy. I don't have a run button, do I? I have a crouch, which is weird, of all controls. Oh my god, I could just jump off. What happens if I jump?
Ah, you've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Welcome. You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development.
Looks cool.
And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you. Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours.
I love when
so
devs talk directly to
here
the
you
players.
go. New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances
I don't want
your
the end.
perception
I
of the
just
value
wanted
of
to
these
jump.
updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content? Always more content, more content, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game with secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section.
Let's
You
hear it.
won't hear it anywhere else in the game.
Let's hear it.
It's a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are.
Thanks.
We call this track Good
probably something
Job
stupid.
You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Well done.
Thanks. Hey, it's the elevator people.
You did it. Good job. 3, 2, 1. Good job. You made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. You jumped on the catwalk. You should have been careful. You should have been careful. It used to be a bug, but now it's an ending. Now it's an ending. I believe in you. I believe in your
Can I
ability
leave,
to
though?
cross this barrier and chase your dreams.
Railings
Feelings
don't
mean
anything.
Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it.
One
Good
more
job,
time.
You did it. Good job, 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 you did it.
Oh, it just
Good
keeps
job,
going.
You did it.
It said times 5, but it felt longer. Well, that's it. All done. What's going on? What is happening? Do you think it's actually... Do you think...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
The
Stanley
end is
decided
never
to
the
go to
end,
the
the
meeting
ever is never
room.
the
Perhaps
end.
he had simply missed a memo.
Well, I got that memo. Okay, the end is never the end, apparently. Because I've probably ended this game like 3 times. Ooh, creepy. They all say that. What happens if I turn them all off? Okay, that one has input. It's 2 now? What happens if I turn them all off? So interesting.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he
Let me
entered
guess.
the door
You want me to
his
go on the
left.
left? All right. Creepy boardroom
Yet there
again.
was not a single person here either.
Yeah.
Feeling
Uh-huh.
a wave of disbelief, Stanley
What?
decided to go up
They
to
won't
his
let me go back
boss's
in!
office,
Chris!
hoping he might find an answer there.
Chris! Nope. He's dead. Chris is gone forever. Won't even let me go in anymore.
Coming to a
Stupid.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
He read me like a book. Can I go in here? And nothing. I wonder if I keep going in rooms that he doesn't want me to go in, if he'll just do that and he'll block him off so I can't go there.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Is it this?
What
Is it
could it
2?
mean?
What was it? 2
Stanley
8?
wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly
Dang it.
tearing through papers on the boss's desk,
2,
pulling books off
8,
the shelf,
4,
looking
5.
behind painting. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible.
I remembered.
He didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
You've been
That
talking
kind
this
of
whole time.
anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
doesn't seem like new age music, but what happens if I do it again? Nope. Won't let
Feeling
me.
soothed and rejuvenated,
Wow, that
Stanley
was
calmly walked forward into the open
so calming.
passageway.
And we're back. Oh, okay. Guess we're loading. We're at a loading point.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I will not jump off anymore. What happens if I did it again, though? Do you think he would just get mad at me? Do you think it'd be the same ending?
Room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Oh, I could. Okay, I thought it was blocking me on purpose.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of
What
an
am I?
employee
3.
in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
Wait, what's this one?
Of them, eternally monitored in this place.
What's that one?
Where freedom
Wait,
meant nothing.
employee 528? Fired. One got fired. Wait. 528. Hold on. Fired. What the fuck? Who's employee number 1? Whoa. Wait, was there a gun on that one? 378? Am I stupid? Okay, it looked like a gun the way that it was shaped, but it was just a desk.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Yeah, yours,
Was this the only
psychopath.
reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
CCTV.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it.
Am I going up
His
to the
own
little catwalk?
life in someone else's control?
we're going past it.
Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire
here we
life
are.
utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation.
Holy TV screen.
Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking,
Offline.
eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And
Can I
as the
turn it
cold
on?
reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
It wanted me to blow
For
it up.
he would dismantle the controls once and for
Beep
all.
boop. Beep boop. This is a big old play button on it. Or power button. Boop, beep boop. Ooh, you're bright. Oh, I thought that was another room. Okay. Okay. Scary. What happens if I go down there? What do you think will happen? Nothing, apparently. Wait, what's that big screen over there? This is a bigger one. What is this? Is this where I came in? Yeah. Whoa. Whoa, this looks cool. Mind control, idle, awaiting input. I was putting input in this
And when at
computer's
last he
earlier.
found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
I wanted to
After
see
they
what would
kept you
happen.
enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do.
Turn it
But
off.
You need to understand.
You can turn it off
there's
now.
only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to
no.
let it go, turn the controls off, and leave.
Is it another
If
ending?
you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than
Is this
that.
me against the
I'm
narrator?
afraid
Is
you
this
don't
what this
have
game is?
nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated
Oh,
the
no.
network's emergency detonation system. In the event that
I'm gonna
this
leave.
machine is activated without proper DNA identification,
Bye.
nuclear detonators are set to
Goodbye.
explode.
Can't get me if I'm not in the room.
How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it,
Oh,
Stanley?
fuck.
It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now.
What am I-
Shape it to
I'm
your
going up.
heart's
This is
desires.
where I'm going. I'm going up.
Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind.
no.
What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb
Oh,
goes off.
oh.
But what
I think I
precious
know.
moments
I don't.
until
I can't
it
run
is.
though. I can't
More
sprint.
time to talk about you,
Shit.
about
Wait, there's a
me.
4 and a
Where are we
3.
going?
Shit,
What all
shit,
this
shit, shit.
means, I barely know where
Wait,
to start.
1.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment
1,
of solace
2.
before you're obliterated.
Wait.
You're gonna die
I saw a
anyway.
3 earlier.
I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
3. Oh shit,
I
there's so
erased
many.
them. I turned off the
3.
machine. I set you free.
3.
Of course, that was merely in this instance of
5.
the story.
Where's 4?
Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing
Was
buttons
it up there? Was
endlessly
that
and
4?
then dying alone.
It
Other
was
times,
4.
I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone
Shit, shit,
inside,
shit.
or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this.
One
though,
more. Oh
this
my God, I'm
version
not
of
gonna make
events
it.
has been
No, yes, I
rather
am.
amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate
You
to
don't
see
know.
it
I'm gonna hit
go.
them.
But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My
What?
goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much.
Bye.
You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
Wait, 4.
These are
4?
precious additional
What?
seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear.
I thought I
me,
was
what's
doing
the
it
matter,
right.
Stanley?
I thought I was doing it
Is
right.
that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed
No,
to be doing
I
right
do now. I
Or
just
did
saw
you
the screens. I
assume
just
when
saw
you
the
that timer
screen.
that something in this room was capable of turning it off. I
What?
mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons. No, these
It said
colored ones.
4.
Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save
We'll
me.
see.
Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
3.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment.
Oh, I'm gonna
But
die.
here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death.
Good.
You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see
1.
you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
Goodbye and play 427. No.
That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice.
Oh my God, I'm gonna have an aneurysm.
Or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the
Oh, I'm
journey.
gonna die.
And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable
Oh,
life
yep, here
from
it
the moment
goes.
we fade in until
Goodbye,
the moment
cruel
I say,
world.
"Happily ever after."
I thought I was trying. I did all the buttons. I counted down. Like I could have count. Maybe I didn't. I counted up from 1 to 5. Should I have gone 5 to 1? Oh my god. All right, we'll go one more. Around. Hello? You?
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or a person in your place of work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages. If at any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message, please terminate it immediately and cease all flow of information from the recorded message into your perceptual sphere. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
Why? This one doesn't have a computer. We'll do another circle around because I'm not really sure if there's even an ending to this game. If I'm being honest. Now, I'm probably maybe if you do everything he says, you probably get to the true ending a lot faster, but it's just so intriguing. It's like you have to...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
All right, we'll do what he says this time and see what happens. This is such a weird
Yet
game.
there was not a single person here either.
Everything's the same.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go
Chris!
up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer
One day I'll
there.
get Chris out.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
It's a really weird way to get into his boss's office, I will say. 3. They're saving. So I have to do 2 more on 2 other computers.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Kill surprise.
I'm glad you're having this much fun as I am, narrator. One day I'm gonna walk on this, there's not gonna be anything there. He's just gonna get rid of the elevator. This is a cool game, but it's confusing.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door.
I'm gonna do that
read
next time.
Mind control facility.
But I want to see what happens.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley
Oh my
thought.
gosh, I wonder what it
Did
could
he
be.
have the strength to find out?
Oh, that came up really fast. Alright.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Where am I?
Each
What am I
bore
again?
the number of an employee in the building.
327?
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced
right?
to
327?
images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
327. That's me, right? It's just folders, like storage bins. Filing cabinet, whatever.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to
How do I get up
accept
there?
it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
Never.
It was unthinkable.
Unthinkable.
Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Excuse me?
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad.
This one looks important,
or content.
but it doesn't let me
Walking,
press
eating,
anything.
working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would
dog
never
decided to come
again
say hi.
exert its terrible power over
I love you
another
and I'm
human
almost
life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Alright, let's go shut this bitch down. See what happens. I kind of want to just keep dicking with him, though, if I'm being completely honest. Whoopsie doopsie. Mind control. I wonder if I could fall off of this.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his...
Kind of jumped the gun on that one. Hope he's not mad at me. Hello?
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Nah, probably not. If history shows.
Yes. He had won.
I don't think so.
He had defeated the machine.
What is that?
Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Oh, it's a big door.
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened,
Nah, they're not gonna let me go.
reflected on how many puzzles still lay
Yeah.
unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
It's gonna
How
be
had he
like
been
a
freed from
portal
the
where
machine's
you think
grasp?
you're free
What
and
other
then
mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
Oh,
For
it's
it
so
was
pretty.
not knowledge or even power
It's gonna
he had been
close or
seeking, but happiness.
it's gonna be fake.
Perhaps his goal had not been to understand,
Let me
but
out.
to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do,
Ah.
or how to feel.
Oh,
Whatever life he lives, it will
It's
be
beautiful.
his. And that was all he needed to know.
this is fake. No
It
fucking
was
way it's real.
perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation,
Yeah, right.
the immense possibility of the new path.
I smell
before
bullshit.
him. This
Straight
was exactly
bull.
the way, right now, that things were meant
No,
to
because he
happen.
wouldn't just leave me out here just for this to happen.
Stanley was happy.
Burning light. Ah. Beat the game. There's no way that's the actual ending, right? Right? Yeah, I fucking thought so. Okay. All right. Well, I think this is a good place to end it for this first episode. I'm not sure how long this is. I don't really know what the ending is supposed to be. I know nothing about it, so I have no idea. But I'm excited to play it again because it is weird and it's interesting, and I like games that get my mind like turning, so like a little gears turning, because I'm not very good at puzzles and like what do you want to call it, like riddles and stuff. But this is really interesting and I really like it so far, and we will be playing it again here shortly after the holidays. That being said, whatever you celebrate this weekend, I hope you guys have a great time celebrating it with friends and family. I will be celebrating Christmas. So for those who it applies to, Merry Christmas, and I'll see you guys in the new year. Bye.